Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 58, and today we have games against Chelsea and Manchester City, but before we play those games, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode, you saw two huge games against Bayer Leverkusen and Arsenal as well. We won them both, and then I played 6 games off camera. We had 3 victories and 3 draws. We started with a 3-1 victory away at the Hawthorns against West Brom. Then we had 3 draws in a row, 2-2, 1-1, and then 2-2 again. First against Zenit, then against Newcastle, and then against Southampton. In this game as well, we conceded 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to throw away what should have been a certain victory. Very frustrated, but we did respond with back-to-back wins after that draw at St Mary's. We beat Vicky by 3 goals to 1 in the Champions League, and also beat Stoke in our last game by 4 goals to 0. And all 4 goals came in the first half, and it went down to 9 men in this game as well after we scored 4. In all honesty, I'm quite disappointed we didn't score more, but either way, we won. That's the most important thing. And yeah, so I did decide to complete the Champions League group off camera. After our win against Leverkusen in the last episode, we'd already guaranteed that we'd be finishing top if we had just one more win, and of course we got that against Vicky, which, you know, with all due respect to the Czech side, I think it was pretty obvious we were going to be getting the win against them because they just haven't really done much in the group at all. There we are, they finished bottom with 0 points, and yeah, it was a pretty comfortable victory, that one. And in general, I thought we'd top it after winning against Leverkusen, and we did, so I thought I'd play it off camera and not bother coming back for it. But anyway, yeah, in today's episode, you will see games against Chelsea and City, but the reason I've come back early is because we have the draw for the Champions League knockout round, the first knockout round today, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do it on camera with you guys and see who we get together, and hopefully it's not too disastrous. But just before we move on, one more thing as well. Callum Wilson will be leaving the club at the end of the season. Our striker we signed from Bournemouth back in Season 2, way back in Season 2. Wilson... I mean, I really like Wilson, don't get me wrong, as a backup striker, he's always done a good job, but when I signed him, I wanted him to be my first choice for years to come. He was for the first couple of years, but truth be told, for £11.5 million, not a bad investment, but I guess he didn't score as many goals as I would have liked, and I felt as though with his contract up at the end of the year, it might be a good idea to sell him. And I decided to offer him out. Fulham came in, a £7 million bid, and he'll leave come the end of the season. So just like Lingard last year, we agreed to sell him, but he won't leave until the season's over. And for a player who's going to leave on a free otherwise, because I wasn't going to offer him a new contract, well, I probably would have done, but I guess I wasn't too keen on doing it. I think to get £7 million for the guy isn't bad at all. So he'll go to Craven Cottage come the end of the year. And we thank Wilson for his service after all the years, but it's time to go now, bruv, and you'll have to be clutch at another club. Fulham, obviously, we know where you're going now. But still, he actually scored a hat-trick as well in the Zenit game. Just real briefly, he scored a hat-trick in the, sorry, not Zenit, the Vicky game. He scored a hat-trick in that game. And that was like, I think it was like a day after he'd agreed to sign for Fulham or something. I was like, oh, I should have sold it now. But anyway, enough nattering on. Here we go. First knockout round draw in the Champions League. And let's find out together what team we'll be facing. So these are the teams we could face. Barcelona, Dortmund. We can't face Leverkusen again, can we? So it'll be Monaco, Real Madrid, Olympiacos, Benfica, or Shakhtar Donetsk. I would probably say that facing... Olympiacos would be the one I want in that group. So we had them last year in the group stages, and we beat them. I think over both. Did we face Olympiacos last year? I can't remember. Let's just draw. So here we go then. First team is going to be Shakhtar, and it's against Bayern. The second team is Barcelona. I do not want Barcelona. Don't give me Barcelona. It's Man United. Okay, fair enough. I don't want Real Madrid either. So let's not have Real Madrid, please. Oh, for God's sake. That was one of the 2 teams I really did not want. You know, Real Madrid or Barcelona. Those were the only 2 teams I really didn't want. Oh, for goodness. Why? Seriously, why? You know, Barcelona or Real Madrid, just not one of those 2 teams, and I would have been fine. So, over 2 legs, we face arguably one of the strongest sides in the competition, Real Madrid then, who, interestingly enough, are in 5th in La Liga right now, so maybe not doing as well domestically, but in Europe, clearly, will be fancying their chances against the Welsh side. So that's a bit of a shame. Out of them or Barcelona, I probably would have preferred to have played Real Madrid, but let's be honest here, I wouldn't want to face either of them, would I? So it'll be Swansea against Real Madrid over 2 legs. And last season, of course, we got to the round of 16 stage. We were beaten by Roma. If we can get past the Italians, I don't really fancy my chances against a stacked Real Madrid side. What a team they have. And Ronaldo's so old in this game now, well, not so old, but old enough, 36 years old, yet still an absolute beast, technically, and even physically at 36, he's not even that bad. Okay then, alright, we got Real Madrid. I mean, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted this to be a fun sort of draw on camera, where I'll be like, yeah, we can definitely get through that. I'm already accepting defeat. Real Madrid, really? And so, as we come into the first game of today's episode, we do indeed take on Chelsea here at the Liberty Stadium. I think I might have forgot to show the league table before we started today's episode, but here it is on the right-hand side anyway. We are still top, 2 points clear of City, who we will face today, and hopefully we'll stay in first place ahead of them as well. But this is the team for the game regardless. As you can see, 4-2-3-1, you guys know all about. Also as well, worth putting out injury problems too. Almost everyone is fit now. Callum Chambers just coming back to fitness from his broken foot, but I don't think he'll be taking Caraman's place because he's been absolutely fantastic. But still, this is the team for the game. Leno's in goal, back four of George, Rakik, Marlon and Caraman. Redmond and Pep in midfield together. Brandt is on the left, Mahrez is on the right, and Sigurdsson is our attacking midfielder, supporting the lone striker, who is Gianluca Esposito. On the bench, Michael, Fabiano, Gomez, Benska, Sisto, Barbosa, and Wilson. And yeah, here we go. First game of the episode. We take on Chelsea. I don't know why, but I'm feeling pretty pessimistic. You know, I really am. I feel as though we should be favourites for this game, but I'm feeling quite pessimistic. Still, hopefully I'll be proved wrong. Come on, Swansea, let's get the win. So here could be the first meaningful highlight of the game as Costa plays through Mina, who's one-on-one and finds the back of the net as well. And I did fear the worst coming into this game, not entirely sure why, but it's Mina who's opened the scoring, and the away side do take an early lead. 22 minutes in, what a ball by Costa through towards Mina, who broke clear of Marlon and fired it past Leno, scrambling on the ground like a nerdy kid looking for his glasses that were knocked off his face. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. And we fall behind in the first half. Not a good start, and I must say this season, we haven't been as convincing as we were last year, but I feel as though our side's got stronger. Maybe the competition is getting better compared to how fragile and weak it was last season. And there was another highlight for Chelsea there, but Mina's shot was straight at Leno. I don't think that was the proper highlight, because it was very quick. And evidently I don't think it was, because we pass out and the highlight does continue. So still 1-0 to Chelsea, but they've made the brightest start in this game. We had more of the ball, but they have had more attempts. You can see by the stats in the top right. But can we get ourselves back on level terms though just before the break? Sigurdsson through towards Brandt, who cuts inside. Brandt through towards Esposito. Great ball out wide towards Georgian. Acres of space to cross. Gets past his man. Plays it back towards Brandt. He'll give it towards Pep. Pep goes for goal, and Pep finds the goal and makes it 1-1. And he's done his hair again. Pep's done his hair again. He's back and forth to the barbers like it's no one's business. George towards Brandt, gives it towards Pep. I prefer the ginger mohawk. I wish you'd keep that haircut. I prefer the ginger mohawk. It's a good strike regardless by him. Whatever haircut he's got, you can't take that away from him. Brilliant goal. And it's Swansea 1, Chelsea 1. Is it just me as well, or has the pitch got really bright? Like, it seems really, really bright green. Like, just fluorescent. I mean, that's... Honestly, I feel like I've got to sit back a little bit. This is blinding me. I don't know whether I'm making too much out of this, or whether my eyes are deceiving me and it was like this in the first half. I feel like it's got a lot brighter. I don't know. But still, first highlight that's come to Chelsea here as Andre Wisdom's on the ball. I bet it hasn't changed colour. It's just my eyes playing tricks. But Barkley's down the right-hand side anyway. But Redmond slides in and wins it back. And Brandt sends Esposito here down this left-hand side. Can he beat the number 12 who comes across? Yes, he can. He crosses towards Pep, who's in for his second goal. No! It's a great save by the goalkeeper Courtois and turn behind for a corner. Pep's so close to adding another goal, but it's a really good stop by the Belgian, and it is still 1-1. So a late highlight here then, as there's 6 minutes to go, and we're still level at 1-1. Caraman finds Sigurdsson through towards Barbosa, off the bench, takes it around his man, and fires the shot wide. I don't know what's happened to Barbosa and Esposito this year, but they just aren't the same. They aren't the same strikers as they were before. They're not scoring enough goals, and it's quite disappointing. And that will do it then. Final score, Swansea 1, Chelsea 1, and we do end up with a draw here at the Liberty Stadium. Not a bad result considering we did fall behind early in the first half. Sean O'Driscoll says we should be winning these matches, made that crystal clear to the team, and admittedly we did start off really poorly, but I mean, we did quite well in the second half, and after we scored our goal through Pep, we were the better team. So I'll say we were unlucky, and I've motivated one of them. I'll also praise Pep and Caraman as well. But maybe I should have said that I wasn't happy. That probably would have been a better choice. But either way, 1-1 the final score. Not a terrible result in the grand scheme of things. We're still top of the table, although City can overtake us with a win. But I don't mind too much. Not a bad result, and a draw could have been a lot worse. And as I'm coming through the calendar, how about this? Yet another injury in the season of injuries. I mean, seriously, in my Reto Vallecano series, it's a season of screamers. This is the season of injuries. Barbosa's got a sports hernia. It'll be out for 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, I do not know what to say. I really don't. I have no idea what to say because this is getting ridiculous now. I mean, we're getting so many more injuries than we did last year and the year before that and the year before that and the year before that. I don't know what's going on. And as we come into the second game of today's episode, we now take on Manchester City here, away at the City of Manchester Stadium for the Boxing Day fixture. We are still top of the table, although if City win tonight, or today I should say, then they will go top and overtake us with 18 games played. So all we've got to do is avoid defeat and we'll still be in first position. But this is the team for the game anyway. Very similar to the last team, in fact almost identical, with one change on the bench. So Leno's in goal, back forward George, Rakik, Marlon and Karaman. In midfield, Redmond and Pep, and further forward Brandt on the left, Sigurdsson as the attacking mid, and Mahrez on the right hand side. Esposito remains our lone striker, and on the bench Michael Fabiano, Gomez, Benzica, Sisto, Patino, and also Callum Wilson as well. Of course, now Barbosa injured, he will be in the resis for the next few weeks. So, second game of the episode. I wasn't confident going into the Chelsea game, and I got to be honest, I'm not confident coming into this game either. I'm fearing the worst right now, and I'm feeling very pessimistic. I don't really know why. I feel like that draw against Real Madrid has sort of thrown my mood off a little bit, but still, second game of the episode, we take on City. Let's get a surprise win, and let's get the 3 points here. So, first highlight of the game, and it could come to City with Harry Kane playing it long, but Rakik cuts it out, and we'll get the ball at our feet with Redmond finding Pep as we get the ball on the floor. Brandt now on the ball, tries to take it around one, and does. Good show of pace by Brandt. He keeps on going, but fires the shot harmlessly off target. Still 0-0. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact we're just not scoring as many goals this season as I would like, and especially our strikers. You know, Barbosa now injured, Esposito not firing on all cylinders as well. Quite disappointing, really, for a side who last season seemed to score goals at will. So here's a highlight for City of Mari pulling through towards Williams. He's through here, and Jetro Williams is on the ball and shoots, and Leno has to turn it behind at the near post. Still 0-0. Good chance for City, though, but it is still goal. This is De Bruyne swings in the corner, and Pep deals with it. And here is a highlight here of Karaman on the ball finding Pep, and Pep plays it through towards Mahrez inside the area, through towards Wilson off the bench, but it's a good save by the goalkeeper as he turns it behind for a corner. We've actually done quite well in this game in getting shots and having more of the ball as well in the top right, but not really created anything clear cut, and that's been quite disappointing. So still 0-0, and I feel as though we will have back-to-back draws. And that will do it then. Final score here away at the City of Manchester Stadium, or the Etihad as I would call it. Manchester City 0, Swansea 0. And we do have back-to-back draws and don't get the 3 points once again. I will say we're unlucky once again because, once again, we didn't play too badly. But once again... Once again, we didn't get the win. Very frustrating. I almost stopped commentating there. I've got a video to do, Jesus. Once again, you know, we should have got the win with the chances we created, but I feel as though this season our problem throughout has been not scoring enough goals, and it really is frustrating because we're better than this. And I know we've had a change of formation, and therefore playing with only one striker could make us a little bit less threatening, but really when you think about the quality that Esposito has, Barbosa has, and also the players, you know, behind them in the attacking midfield role are so creative and so good at scoring themselves. You know, Brandt, Sisto, Sigurdsson, Mahrez as well, so good at cutting inside and shooting on the left. You know, it's pretty disappointing that this season we haven't scored as many goals as I would like. Regardless, despite that being the case and having back-to-back draws there, we are still top of the table through 18 games. And so if we don't lose against Leicester in the 19th game, we will guarantee to be top of the table at the halfway stage. But I guess I'm still a little bit disappointed. I feel as though we should be doing a little bit better, especially after a fantastic year last season. And I feel as though our squad's got a little bit stronger, but maybe the injuries is what's hampering us this year. And as you take a look at our form as well, this is exactly what I mean. 5 draws in the last 7 games in all competitions. That, quite simply, is not good enough for a side like ours that continues to get better and better. But either way, that will end today's episode in my Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I'm going to play the rest of January. I should say the whole of January, not January yet. I'll play the whole of January off camera, and I'll come back and show you any signings in the next episode. And the games in the next episode will be against Norwich and Real Madrid, or Real Madrid and Watford. Maybe Real Madrid and Watford. would be better. So yeah, I'll come back for the Real Madrid and Watford games. You know what? No, I won't have against the second one in the next episode. That'll be like the build up to that one. So yeah, I'll have games against Norwich and Real Madrid actually in the next episode, and you'll see the first leg of our first knockout round tie against Ronaldo and the boys. So thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. Much love to you all. Hope you guys had a fantastic Saturday. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.